What's going on? How are you doing? Wow, I started that really weirdly, didn't I? What's going on, everyone? I got a little bit excited there. How you doing, everyone? Got another game for you today, and today is Lopsided Fluff versus Zhang Zhang. I put Lopsided. There was a video from Lopsided a little while ago, and I recently saw him beat Julian K, believe it or not. So that kind of goes to show, you know, how good this guy is. So Lopsided Fluff coming up from the ranks. You know, I think he's about a 2K elo player at the moment. So you know, on the sort of same level as I am, and beating Julian K, probably his biggest feat yet. So this guy knows his stuff. I tried to get the recording of that game, but unfortunately it went out of sync, so I'm sure Lopsided was not happy with that. But yeah, playing his standard Aztec. I think he likes mainly the War Chief civs, particularly Aztec. So, yeah, we'll see. Bullets for breakfast. Indeed. This guy really does tank bullets. He has no armor on, so yeah, I'm not sure how that works, but still. Going up against Zhang Zhang, so not sure I posted this guy in a while. He is pretty much the exclusive Italy main on the ladder right now. Since the last patch where Italy were broken OP, Italy have just completely fallen off the ladder right now, and are they still good? I think they are okay, but they're it's difficult. Some people say they're still quite good. Some people say they're bad now. It's difficult to place them. I still think they're okay, but they're not broken. Yeah, they're quite difficult to play, I feel like. And there's no set meta with them at the moment with regards to, like, you know, Architect meta or Lombard meta, or do you just go, you know, 700 wood? It's difficult to tell what the meta is with them at the moment, so. But Zhang Zhang is around a 2100 elo player, so this guy's in this, you know, consistently in the top 30, top 20, even 25. So, yeah, this guy is decent. Let's have a quick look when he chooses his deck. He's got 4 different decks to choose from. Which one's it going to be? It's going to be this one. And, yeah, pretty interesting deck. Very even on all fronts with the amount of cards he has in each age. I think that's good with Italy because they have good cards in every age. Yeah, they do shine in age 4 when obviously you get the Berseguilers, you get the Papal Bombards, which are probably the strongest artillery in the game due to their deflectability or soak damage ability to other artillery. It's kind of insane. I think it actually breaks the heavy bombard like meta, because with all heavy cannons, including rockets, bombards from Otto, etc., they all take 3 culverin shots to kill. That's the magic rule, okay? That's the magic number. But if you have more than 1 Papal Bombard, they soak damage for each other. So it actually takes more than 3 shots. So bear that in mind, anyone. You know, Papal Bombards are potentially really, really OP. Really, really strong because of that deflect or soak damage ability. I can't remember if it's the deflect or the soak damage. They're different, I think, but they're one of them. But let's have a look, see what's going on here. So Zhang Zhang is aging up now. Lopsided Fluff, he is also aging up. What's he going to be aging up with? The Elder. Lopsided is definitely an aggressive player. So I doubt we'll see any kind of Warrior Priest boom or anything like that from him. It does have a High Priest of Extilion, though. So that's a Community Plaza type card. It's kind of a unique deck from the sense of lots of age 2 military units, and then if he gets into age 3, generally it's later in the game. So he has all of these gold cards depending on what he's trying to make at any given moment. Okay. 70 coin for him. He'll take that. Lovely jubbly. Still a couple of cows, yaks in the middle of the map. That is bad from both guys. You know, you always want to try and get all the yaks on the map. There's generally about 10, 11. There's 2 in the middle, 2 on the right side, 2 around the left side, and then kind of rest of them spread out on the map. Still a couple here to pick up. So interesting. Lopsided is going for 5 villagers first. Normally you would see something like 700 wood, but he did age up with the wagon, or the travois, should I say. There it is. So what's his second card going to be? We'll have to wait and find out. Does have his Warrior Priest on the Community Plaza. No TP start, just the market start. So classic H2 kind of aggressive And then go for 700 wood. Nice. Everyone on food. I was just about to say Aztec Scouting Party is on its way. The big button is going to be there. I imagine it will come from the War Hut. And we'll see some early aggression. Let's have a look at Zhang Zhang. He's got... How many cows has he got? 5 yaks. That's not bad. You could get his architect to build a livestock for free there. Has gone for double TP. Interesting. And already going for Stagecoach. Looks like he made a mistake of not building this. Either from the architect or the explorer. But look, he's gonna... Is he going to miss... Oh, he does. He misses some XP there. That is unfortunate. That is super unfortunate. There come the Jaguar Prow Knights. So Zhang Zhang's gone for 700 wood first. I like 700 wood first or 700 wood second card with Italy. If you're getting rushed, Italy have these bad boy cards here. So you've got the Broken Lance Company and the Croatia Company. Both exceptional cards depending on what your opponent is rushing with. So if your opponent is rushing with, like, a lot of pike bow, then Croatia Company is great because you've got the Schiavone. If they're rushing with and they don't have a lot of anti-cav, bang, get that Broken Lance Company. Insane. 1 Stradit and 3 Papal Lancers. So they're really situational, but both very good. So pretty standard Italy start here by the looks of it. No Lombards just yet. Like I said, there's no defined meta with Italy. Like, some people go for pure Lombards at the beginning of the game and try and get that Lombard economy, whilst others, nope, just 700 wood, get all the market techs, going for Stagecoach. Does have the maximum amount of architects right now, which is nice. Does have 2 towers if he wants to play super defensively. Does have the 8 Paviziers as well. Pavizier! Interesting, he's actually building an outpost with 4 settlers. That's 250 wood. I don't know. I don't like that positioning, though. I feel like it could be super tighter in his TC or even behind his TC there. It's difficult to protect this. Minutemen coming in, but Minutemen have to walk around this gold mine. The outpost is going to do some work there, though. Eight Paviziers coming in. He's making pure musketeers. Eating some of them yaks, that's going to be a nice amount of food income generated, because don't forget, you gather livestock at 2 food per second as opposed to 1.09. Basically double as fast. Okay. Pivoting with his musketeers, but losing a bit too many there. Could have been better micro, honestly. He's pop-capped at the moment, trying to build some houses, using all of his architects just to purely make houses right now. And it's a difficult position for him. He could be going 700 gold right now and trying to squeeze in the age. But instead, he's deciding to go for the Croatia Company. That could be big. Croatia Company could be big here, because if we take a look at Lopsided, he does have a lot of Atontins. These are light infantry, and Schiavone have bonuses versus light infantry. Pikemen going up here, having a little cheeky gander, and I think they're going to try and start sieging. He understands that there is Stagecoach in play here. Oh, but Croatia Company, it's not a big cavalry pop, so you can't just pop it on top of a unit. So you have to you have to set it back so they can get their range in, rather than they're not a big melee attack. So that's one of the downsides compared to Papal Lancers. Because imagine if he shipped the Broken Lance Company right now, just on top of all these Atontins. Could have been massive. Could have been massive. And you'll see the Schiavone 18 range, and look at that 2.5 multi versus the Atontins right now. You get a load of Krabats as well, which, you know, I always say is that they're a really good all-round unit. A very, very good all-round unit. Like 30 ranged attack, which is pretty, and that's a standard. That's without any bonuses or anything like that. So that's very, very good. 2.7 rate of fire as well. Very, very good. They have bonuses in melee versus cav as well, so they can be used as an anti-cavalry unit. So yeah, Krabats are just a fantastic all-round unit. Got some Minutemen here. Are we going to see a big fight? Pikemen diving in. I don't think that's the right play. Atontins, I think there's just too much stuff. Too many powerful units here from Italy. Okay, Atontins doing some micring there, but Schiavone are going to pick them off. I'm not sure Lopsided understands this unit. Yeah, they have more range and they will destroy your Tauntauns if you're not careful. These things have 80 HP. A Schiavone 2 hits these guys. A Schiavone, I think, 2 hits and a Tauntaun. It must do. Should we do the quick math? 2 plus 2 is 4. So what? 13 times 2.5. That's what? 26 plus 7. So, you know, 30 odd damage. Yeah, no, I guess it's these have range resist as well, so I guess it's free. They free hit an Tauntaun, but that's still pretty good considering a Tauntaun takes probably about 20 shots to kill a Schiavone. The 30% range resist on that side as well. They do have 1.25 multi versus heavy infantry as well, so these pikemen will get popped quite nicely as well. Lopsided, does he see? He doesn't see the food over here, so he hasn't scouted. Look at his scouting pattern. He needs to scout where all of those herds are. It's difficult to do that now, though. He does see some villagers over here, though. Zhang Zhang's been able to get away with it for a little while, but when that goes down, as long as Aztec can cover this side of the map, there's a really valuable gold mine there as well. Italy could be in some trouble. Again, I love this. He has one warrior priest, and he puts his community plaza on increase the damage to all units by 2.1%. I mean, it's cute. You gotta admit, it's cute. But honestly, is it worth the time having that on an extra 2%? I don't even think it makes a difference in some of the attack. So I honestly think it's just better to keep that on XP because the amount of time, you know, you're going to get cards a lot quicker, and they could be military cards, and then it will be much worthwhile getting those cards. But we got a big fight going in here under this water, and look at this. This is the problem. Even though Italy have some insane units, he should be kiting with them. Oh, but Papal Lancers and the Broken Lance Company coming in now. Is it going to be enough, though? More Musketeers? Even some villagers getting a little bit of blunderbuss fire going in there. Just so many units from Aztec. His Explorer finally goes down, tanking 750 HP. Where has this Papal Lancer been the entire time? Get your ass in there, boy. Still has some Jaguar Knights. Just these Coyotes winners, and only a Tauntauns left, but he feels like maybe no more Coyotes coming out as well. Somehow Aztec fighting, fending that off. It's the rule of thumb in Age of Empires 3. Mass beats all. Mass beats all. Quantity over quality, and that was just the perfect example of why quantity beats quality very often. But nice play by Lopsided, going for 3 warrior priests now. It's sort of running out of shipments. Honestly, after that clean, I would continue to try and keep him off resources, but I'll just sip 600 gold behind that. You've cleaned him. You know he can't push you. Get your 600 gold in there, age up earlier, take those 5 Coyotes off. You've got enough stuff here to defend yourself. Maybe build down another war hut for extra protection. There, it's already going down. There's not a lot of cav here, and he can't mass cav either. That's what Lopsided must know. After Broken Lance Company, the only way he can mass more cav is through the Basilica, and that's very slow. Yeah, look, denying the trading post, denying these resources. Lopsided playing well here, but I feel like he could... The thing is, he's in 13.5 minutes, and this could be a big factor. Like, you're giving Zhang Zhang like time to just stay in the game. If you don't have those H3 units, you need those siege units. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, this might be the right play, but get those H3 units in there. Get some siege archers. You know, just siege from afar. Let him bring the fight to you rather than you having to dive in and potentially lose everything. Okay, Zhang Zhang on 34 vils. I hear a dock. There it is. And this is what I'm talking about. He's starting to go for the Lombard play here now as well. Oh, he's making some Irish Brigadiers. Has a lot of gold for some reason. Maybe that's all he could have. That's all he could have, to be honest. He does have capitalism. He's ran out of cards really as well now. Does still have advanced politicians, but what else can he send? What else can he send? Lopsided needs to identify the docks and take them down. Oh, he's going for the stable, but he doesn't see the dock. That could be big. Now the extra 3 warrior priests. So there's 4 warrior priests on the commuter plaza. Now it's definitely worth having that upgrade. 8.6%. You know, not far off 10%. That's definitely worth having. Lopsided Fluff is 1K score up. Irish Brigadiers coming in. I mean, there's a treasure here worth 20 coin and 20 XP. Like, that's just easy pickings. Just surely you have to take that. Nice raid going on the top of here. So Zhang Zhang trying to buy himself a load of time here. And this could be massive. Oh, my goodness me. Look how many villagers there are here. There's 27 villagers. Oh, he's going to have a field day. 38 villagers. He was on 40, I think, around that. And that's going to dwindle. Only Coyotes here. Musketeers are going to be fine there. And look, the Broken Lance Company, or some of it, whatever's left of it, kills a good, what, 7 villagers there? He's going to be happy with that. Potentially more as well. The Tauntaun's coming back now. He is still sieging down here, but not a lot. And he's had to split his army. Nice Coyote run. This is such a good unit. Coyotes run. There's more villagers dying over here, but Coyotes are cleaning. Clean, clean, clean. So fantastic clean there by Lopsided, but he does lose a lot of villagers, and he was looking just super in the lead there. But all of a sudden, like, what's Zhang Zhang on? He's on 44. Even with that clean, I mean, see, this is the problem. Lopsided could be in age 3 by now. Could be running around with Eagle Runner Knights, getting some siege archers in here, sieging everything down, sieging docks and boats, just applying pressure that way. This could be a massive problem right now. Look at all of these boats in production. How many docks does he have? Oh, we got triple. He's quadruple TC right now. And Lopsided's allowed him to get away with it. And Lopsided doesn't have any water cards. That's why you have water cards in your deck, ladies and gentlemen. How many times do I have to say this? Just even 2 caravels right now would be a right nuisance. Or whatever the equivalent is that Aztec have. 2 war huts, war canoes, whatever. Okay, Tauntaun's trying to get some raiding of their own, take 1 villager down, but that's about it. The Vizier's coming in, and both these guys still in H2. There's an Infinite Frontier Defenses card. I mean, if that's the only card he can send, realistically, that's still going to be okay. It helps him, it buys him time. It keeps him in the game just long enough before his eco's really going to kick in here. And look at this camping. Look at all this camping. Pure, all the Lombards, Basilica going down, the docks doing work here. 52 villagers. He's making Hussars, Pikemen, Irish Prigs, Paviziers, sort of making anything he can get his hands on. Whatever his macro is, he's making that unit wood, gold, food, and he's being really resourceful with his with the little resources he has. Putting down a couple of outposts there. Are they going to go up? His mass is dwindling. Zhang Zhang is on 56 villagers. He's making Hussars. He needs to get some boats on gold. Lopsided's only on 35 villagers. Still nowhere near age 3. He could have been age 3 for 5 minutes by now. Instead, he prolonged this out in age 2. It's still looking good for him. Ooh, we got an Irish bad boy on 200 with a gold promotion there. Always love to see gold promoted units. The TC's on 1k HP. Is he going to take it down? He's dedicated. He's losing a lot of units for it. At this rate, it's going to be an even trade. Still a couple of pikemen left. I think the TC's going to go down. That's a small victory, but at what price did he pay to take that down? The problem is he takes an even trade. Yes, he kills the TC. Does he need the TC right now? No, he's on 5 or 4 docks or whatever it is, and he's just rebuilding his town center right in front of his face. The absolute balls to do that. And he's fighting against 2 outposts here, more Hussars. I think he's just going to be able to squeeze out this, and all of a sudden, look at that score. Zhang Zhang. Oh, God. 38 vills to lock. He's only on 1 TC, so he's only able to produce one villager at a time. He does have the increased production rate on this community plaza. More outposts. That card being sent again. That might be about the 3rd time that card's been sent. We saw it. We saw it in another Julian versus Revnat game. And, you know, it's worth having in your deck for instances like this. You know, you run out of H2 cards, you're stuck in H2, infinite 2 towers. You know, you start pushing into 4 or even 6 towers, you're going to have a bad time. 39 villagers for Lopsided. He's used pretty much... I already see him ship 600 coin. I mean, what does he do from here? I mean, probably make more Warrior Priest, honestly. Finally, we see the age up, but that's only after he takes a very bad even trade. Aging up with the messenger is going to get up there fast. Let's have a look at Zhang Zhang. Zhang Zhang's probably not going to be far behind. He's had these architects the entire game as well. His architects have not been touched. So these 3 architects, my God, they've created a concrete jungle here. Look at this. This is why Lopsided needed those siege archers a lot sooner. I think this could, if he loses this game, it's because of that decision making. Staying in age 2, he needs to get out of that. And really, when he makes that decision, once he took that good fight, just get the age up. Get the age up in there. Otherwise, you allow your opponent to stay in age 2, match him with age 2 units. No, get those siege archers, get those age 3 units out, and he'll have no chance. And look at this. Look at this. 29 boats. The water has really saved Zhang Zhang here. And unfortunately, Lopsided has no water cards in his deck. And so he hasn't been able to apply any pressure on the water. I don't even think he scouted it. No, look. I mean, he can see this fish tuna if he's paying attention. He sees this herd over here as well, but he doesn't see the docks, doesn't see the boats. He must be wondering how he's up in score. But maybe by that time, it's a little too late. Shipping 10 coyotes. Does get the elite coyote runner tech. Lopsided has the complete map control, but it doesn't matter on water maps. It doesn't matter on water maps. You need to control the water as well as the land. Making a noble hut now. It's 21 minutes. But Zhang Zhang also in age 3. He did ship the advanced politicians card. 3 Papal Lancers are being shipped from the Basilica. That's 900 resources in total. And look, he's got a really nice spread. Look at the amount of resources. He's on 72 vils. Architects still in play as well, so he can start making mills, start making estates, whatever he needs. More TCs even. This is exactly what he's doing. He's got the Lombards. He can ship these Lombard cards. Just looking really, really good for him right now. And I think, look, he's pulling further and further away. I'm not sure how Lopsided gets back into this game. I mean, if there's one unit that can, it's elite coyote runners, though. My God, they are a good card. Lopsided, he's on 43 villagers, almost half. He is starting to make more warrior priests now, but he is on 6, but it feels like he could have been on 10 a long time ago. Finally, some arrow knights. I said some siege knights, siege arrow knights, whatever. We do see some arrow knights in play, but they could have been here 6-7 minutes earlier. Just sieging everything down here without any risk whatsoever. But look at this now. Veteran pikemen, veteran hussars, veteran musks, a bit of veteran everything. I love how their arrows look like they're in slow motion. They're Super Saiyan arrows as well. Look at them Super Saiyan arrows. It's all going to be about the timing here. Making some Eagle Knights, which is nice. Finally see some boats. We finally see some boats, but it's 10 minutes too late. 10 minutes too late. Does Lop even see it? He does finally start seeing everything, but like I said, way too late right now. Lopsided Fluff is going to get pushed here, and look at the resources just pouring in. 79 villagers. We got Papal Lancers. We got Veteran Hussars versus Pure Coyote. There's some Eagle Runner Knights here, but I'm not sure that's going to be enough. We've got Pikemen to deal with the Coyotes as well. It's go time, baby. All I can hear is fisticuffs, pikes, lances, a taunting, slinging. We've got the sound bug, but it doesn't matter. Is this going to be the final fight of the game? These cav are so tanky. We've got both explorers involved here. Musketeers from the back dealing some good damage. I tell you what, it could be good for Lop. Oh, I don't know. There's Eagle Runner Knights. They're doing work. More Hussars coming in. More Lancers coming in. I just don't think it's going to be enough. Lopsided. Oh, he's down almost 10k score. So even if he takes an even trade here, he needs better than that. He's on 80 villagers for Zhang Zhang. Lopsided's only on 48. This Noble Hut and War Hut are doing damage, but I don't think it's going to be enough, and he calls the game just like that. What a fantastic game. Just pressure from the get-go of that game, and it was looking really, really good for Lopsided Fluff for the majority of that game, at least on the halfway point. But unfortunately, he just stayed in Age 2 too long, allowed infrastructure to do way too much damage to his units, and he lost all of his tempo by doing so. Big mistake not to get that 600 coin earlier, turn it into kind of a fortress build, semi-fortress, semi-rush fortress, or just a fortress age of the mid-game. It took way too long to get there, and he just allowed Zhang Zhang to just boom for too long. If he was in Age 3, got those Arrow Knights out a lot sooner, he would have just cleaned up everything here. But GG nonetheless. Well played by Zhang Zhang to utilize the water. Don't forget, you know, architects can build docks for free. They build everything for free. And look at that. Just allowed him to stay in the game. Age 3 was way too late. All resources was good for Lopsided until he got raided. And yeah, the boat boom just took off there. GG, fun one though, and classic rush versus camp, you know, and that's how it's done. Italy with on a water map. Italy can be a good water booming map. And yeah, and another example and a learning lesson to you guys why you always have water cards in a water deck on a water map. See you later, boys. Peace.